Hi, welcome back to Let's Build. Well, I had a request to build the Impaler LX, which I didn't originally own, but here it is as a Chevrolet Caprice from the late 70s. But the specific car I've chosen to build is best described as a bit of a sleeper hot rod. I didn't have one, so I thought I'd buy one, and I knew that it didn't just want the standard car, and I didn't want a lowrider. I'm sorry about that, but I don't really know anything about the culture of low riding, and certainly looking at the cars, they do nothing for me at all. So that left me looking for some form of custom or souped up car. A Mika Chevelov's car, and I probably pronounced that completely wrong, I apologise. There's an article below about it. It's an ex-police car turned into a 400 horsepower, say sleeper hot rod really. And that just appeals to me so much. And I know a lot of people like a very clean, simple build. So I think a lot of people like this one. A lot of the car is stock, so we can whip on through quite quickly. Front bumpers, we have gone chrome with reflectors to put these in, otherwise they are missing. On the rear bumpers, I've just gone stock. For the exhaust, I couldn't see the exhaust on Mika's car, and so I felt fairly free to choose. Standard Caprices have one here, but this car isn't standard, and couldn't find anything in the article particularly about it, so I've just hidden them away with chrome exhausts. I just think that looks best. The stock is two blue ones, which I didn't want anyway. For the grille, almost I think the stock grille works, but I think chrome vintage to me is closer, because from so many angles you can see a lot more vertical in the slats. So chrome vintage grille, stock hood, stock lights. For the love of all that's holy, don't start putting xenons on a car like this. No livery. For those who haven't bought it and are thinking of buying it in the sale, you get white stripes, grey stripes. Don't know what that's from. And you get these. I mean, I love the colours here. I think they work superbly, but I don't know. Are they some sort of lowrider? And then we're definitely into the lowrider stuff here. So you can see what they're sort of intending you to build on it. For the mirrors, just the stock mirrors give the almost chrome-looking mirrors. Rear antennas are these sort of weird things on the boot. For the respray, I reckon you have three choices. I have not worked on a crew colour for this car. I wanted to try and do this one on GTA colours. I do so many crew colours. But I think that a very dark blue, somewhere between dark blue and midnight blue, would work very well. And if you follow the stuff on my crew colour tutorial, you could actually go onto the Justin R512 website, I think it is. You could grab the hexes for dark blue and midnight blue, average them out, and I think you'd probably get the best of all. And to that, you would add some form of brightish blue pearl, because the car does go quite bright in the sun. That's the first choice. Second choice is what I've done, which is a metallic midnight blue, primary and secondary. And I would deviate here a bit and say a lot of these cars are two-tone, but the way the two-tone splits on the real car is not the way it splits on the GTA car. It's another reason that a single colour car really appealed. So midnight blue, and I spent quite a while on the pearlescence, keep taking it in the sun. I think racing blue is the closest, because Mika's car does have a really bright blue pearl in the sun. So what's the downside here? Well, I think the downside is that when you're in the wrong light, like this, and you don't have much natural daylight, I think the car is a little bit too dark with this. This is how I'm most likely going to keep it, unless I do try averaging the colours out later on. Third choice is to go, of course, as you can probably guess, with the dark blue here, but you wouldn't use this standard surf blue pearl that comes with it. You would knock it right back down to just like a black steel pearl or an anthracite pearl, hardly any pearl basically, which then darkens it up quite a lot from this look here. But it's still my third choice. It's how I painted the car first, and I wasn't happy with it. So that's primary and secondary. This is an ex-police car. It's all just black inside. Roof is just stock. The roof accessories, there are none. Spoiler is none. I say a lot of this car is stock. The suspension competition works absolutely perfectly. If you raise this car here, you start to think, oh, the wheels are maybe slightly too inside the arches, the stance isn't there. As soon as you drop it right back down, that becomes much less noticeable, and it really now starts to get that look of Mika's car. The trim are chrome bits on the side, and we don't want those either. The wheels, I think we've got two choices, and they're both in muscle and chrome. One I think is fairly, I love the slots, I love the general shape of this wheel, I love something sticking out in the middle, although the sticking out bit is black when I want a more chrome colour. I also like the old school, I think they get pretty close as well. Because these bits in the middle are chrome on the old school, that's the one I ultimately went for, but I would really understand it if you went for the fairly. And there's no smoke on the windows on this older car. So that completes the build. Mika commented when in the article that when he bought the car, even straight from the auction lot on sort of crappy tyres or whatever, it handled really well. I thought, well, that's interesting because this car handles really well in the game. I've only done a few miles in it, and I'm very impressed with driving it. He also said it could barely get up a hill. So once he'd finished adding 400 horsepower, it could get up a hill very, very easily. And turned out to be a rather good car, as you can imagine. Anyway, I'm back to the arcade. We can't drive it in here because we won't be able to see a thing. So if you liked the build, please do like it. Love your comments below on alternative parts, etc. Sub if you like my attempts at building real cars in GTA. And thank you so much for watching.